Technology! What? Oh, get off your phone, Bon. Point the documentary. I don't know. You can just do a lot of shit. Is technology turning people into hermits? As you're watching this, it's probably on your phone, your laptop, or your tablet. This is my documented video picture on technology and the young people. Our love of technology and our reliance of technology has gotten so bad that as soon as we wake up in the morning, what is the first thing that you do? You reach over and you grab your phone. You don't get up and brush your teeth or have breakfast. You reach over and grab your phone and start scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But your immediate instinct is to go over to the phone and pick it up. I mean, like I do it too, but is our necessity to have technology so big now that our lives have become so impacted by just this little piece of hardware that we have to pick it up every single morning instead of saying hello to, a family member? I'm going to talk about the impact that technology has had on young people's social lives, primarily what could happen to them if they abuse technology the way that they're currently doing. Some young people, even under the ages of 16, who use it for the basic bitch sort of stuff. So like taking selfies or taking videos of themselves going places. Like no one gives a shit if you and your friend are going to the park to buy makeup of some guy if you put the phone down and pick up a book. Yeah, can I have the highlighter? Just wing it to me. Yeah. Now, I'm not here to shit on technology because it's not all bad, but do you seriously want to turn out like Adam here, a technology he absolutely loves his laptop and phone so much that he doesn't even live in a house? Or do you want to turn out like Chelsea, teaching the youth to read with no phone in sight? And also, one of the main talking points I'm going to discuss is why is it when people are out with their friends or their family that they seem to be glued to their phones?
I conducted an interview with a local SRC student, Adam McGuire, who is an advocate of most modern day technology. Do you think the ability to send a small text that sums up an entire conversation is taking away from actual human socialization? And do you think people's relationships have lost that personal aspect that makes seeing people in person so important?
I think if there's actually a serious point in a conversation, someone won't just text with one or two words. They'll actually put the effort into either text a long message or phone, or will say it in person. I don't think that anything too important will be written like that. And do I think that there's something lost in a conversation nowadays? No, I don't think so. Again, I think depending on what the conversation is, if it's something relatively unimportant, then it's one word or whatever is fine. But no, I think people will make the effort to actually expand on what they're talking about.
Do you think either texting people or phoning them will outweigh meeting someone in person to have a conversation, no matter how small or big that conversation is?
If it's important, no, I think that if it's something that people believe that it needs to be said in person, will that change in the future? I'm not sure. Very possibly. But right now, I don't think it's going to outweigh it, or I don't think it is outweighing it. I think that people still are under a mindset of something important needs to be said more personally than just a text.
So it's all about the importance of the conversation?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I think so.
How many times a day would you text your friends as opposed to going out to meet them?
It would be more often than not texting. It would probably be something like 3 hours a day, whereas I barely go out.
Would you prefer to text your friends as opposed to going out, or the other way around?
Sometimes I would prefer to text, yes. Sometimes it's fine to go out. I think I need quite a while of recharge before I'm ready to leave the house.
When you do go out with your friends, roughly how many of them bring their mobile phone, and how many of them would check it as opposed to contributing to the conversation?
They probably all do bring their phones, but it's not something to where it's frequent. But you get those periods where everyone, if there's a group of 5 people, 4 out of 5 people will pull it out at once, and there will be just a break in the conversation.
Would you yourself do this? Or would you be the one individual who doesn't?
Only if I'm extremely disinterested in what's happening.
So you would use technology to socialise,
Yes,
as opposed to going out to meet new people?
I try to mix it up, but it would be more. It would be more towards the social media and phone call type of thing. I would certainly put more time into that than I would in actual interaction. Not counting times where I have to, like for example, if I'm in the SRC or if I'm in work or something, I will have to go to those places. But I'm just going purely by the optional instances. I would definitely do social media more.
Do you think technology has had a positive or negative impact on your social life?
Positive, because I wouldn't have really interacted with people that much before I discovered Facebook. So now that I have, it's much more. I'm much more of a social person. Still not much of a social person, but I'm much more of one than I was.
All right, I'm going to try and conduct a few interviews with some locals to see if technology impacts them as much as I think it does. Here's someone now. Excuse me, sir. Sir, do you have a phone or a laptop?
No,
What's that?
it's none of your goddamn business.
Sir, could you get the phone out and we can talk about how technology impacts you?
No.
Sir, sir, can I just see the phone? Sir, please, can I just... Sir, Sir, is technology making you violent? Sir, can I just see the phone? Sir, is technology making you violent? Does that phone make you violent?
As you can see, technology makes people, well, it makes some people violent, but it also makes some people nice. So it's about 40-50, depending on who you are. Technology isn't all bad. You can use it to look up pictures of supermodels. You can use it to make phone calls to people you know in prison. You can use it to text people. Technology is very good, but it can also be very bad. So next time you're out with your family or your friends, don't just sit looking at your phone. Contribute to the conversation in any way you can. Just don't look at your mobile. I mean, yes, do use technology regularly because it is very good. You can make phone calls, texts, video chats, whatever. But don't forget to actually go out and meet people. Use technology wisely, but don't abuse it. Don't let it overtake your life and become the main source of enjoyment for yourself. I mean, do you really want to turn out like this? In conclusion, cheers for the distinction. I look very forward to getting it. That's turn off. Yeah, shit.